So this video today, our newest challenge, we've got the Callaway Apex Pro iron, the new one, and the Srixon ZX7. Now, this is an interesting one because this has been put to us by our Callaway ambassadors to prove that the Apex Pro iron this year is as solid and as good as Callaway say it is. One of them, I won't say which one, has said this head is too small. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit the subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So we're back in the Milton Keynes studio and we are going to put to test the Apex Pro iron from Callaway this year and the Srixon ZX7. I'm going to start with the Callaway Apex Pro. Now, we are very, very lucky that Callaway give us two ambassadors within our business. Rob and Ian are both ambassadors. They saw this iron back in, I think it was August, beginning of August, before it was released. They got the kind of ability to go and have a play with it and see what it looks like. And the feedback came out straight away, which was the head's blooming small. And I can't disagree with them. The head is small. It looks tight. Now, I have a bit of an affinity to Callaway. I used to play the Pro iron, the Apex, the original Apex Pro, back in the day, and that was small. This looks small behind the ball. It looks small. The one thing I give it credit for is that the top edge looks nice and juicy. It's a bit thicker than the old Apex Pro. This should be, according to Callaway, an iron that is going to fly. So let's get in the bay. Let's hit some numbers on Trackman and see what it says. I mean, straight away you can see what Ian means, right? The head is. It looks miles away, the head. Chris, it looks miles away. I'm just hoping we're going to... I mean, the ball looks bigger than the head. I don't really know what they've done here. Right, okay. Well, let's have a couple of hits and let's see what the performance is like. Okay. I mean, we won't really look at that one. That was miles out the toe and... Come on. A bit thin. They're going to enjoy this one, Callaway, aren't they? A bit one thin and one out the toe. Clubhead speed was insane there. Okay. That was out the middle. There we go. We found it. We found it. Wow. Carry out of that was ridiculous. Come on, let's hit a couple more. I think once you get over that first initial shock that it is tiny, or at least gives the perception it's tiny, the performance of this thing is really, really solid. Like, really good. I think the one thing that's going for it is this thicker top edge. You can have the perception of this slightly smaller, classic, tinier head, but with the thicker top edge, it just kind of gives you back a little bit of confidence. Wow, hit it further right. Carry's just constantly good though, isn't it? I mean, no! No, 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 no. Come on. It feels pretty solid. I mean, I just cannot find the middle of the fairway. I think this is kind of proving a little bit of a point though. The lack of confidence I feel when I put this down means that I really don't feel like I've got control of the club head. Like that, it's just really off-putting. And therefore, it's not really giving me the confidence to... Okay, tough one, that one. I mean, there were some good shots in there, some good strikes, they gave some good performance. But let's dive into ZX7 and I mean, straight away, if we get, you'll see what I mean if we get this on camera. And I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on why the ZX7 looks big. I don't think they are. I don't think there is a lot of difference. Now, I'm joking that the boys think it's too small, but it doesn't look a big difference. And there's a difference in shape, clearly, isn't there? But when I put ZX7 behind the ball versus this Pro head, I don't know, maybe... This is the beauty of golf clubs, right? Is that brands can bring out irons, and this element of what it looks like behind the ball and how it feels and so on and so forth, it's completely and utterly subjective. It's not based on any fact, it's based on my opinion at the time when I pick it up. So it may just be the fact that I've hit ZX7 more times and that feels more confident, but or looks or gives me more confidence, but it may be the shape of it. I think it's probably the shape. But let's just hit a couple with ZX7 in terms of the numbers and see what the... Yeah, okay, a little bit heavy. I mean, I've absolutely nutted that. I mean, I've nutted that. It's gone left, but that's nearly gone 200 yards. That's insane. Don't think I could do that again. I'm gonna have to sit down. Toey, 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 toey. Come on, let's get some rhythm back in. Great land angle. It's always a real obvious thing with Srixon, isn't it? That the land angle is so good. That is a crazy long iron. Okay, one more, and then we'll do a little comparison and show you the dispersion. Obviously, any duffs will kind of delete. Nice. Probably the best one of it. Okay, let's have a look at the numbers. So let's have a look at these numbers. So I'm going to change it to our dispersion view. Oh dear. Well, first thing to say is I probably need to book a golf lesson. I think that's a given. I mean, I'm not sure what we can learn from this straight away. I think the learning out of the gate is that ZX7 being the orange circle there, ZX7 is about 10 yards longer in carry than the Apex Pro. Ball speed's 7-ish miles an hour longer, landing angle better. I think I need to work on what's the difference in the longest two. So I've got a carry that I hit 197. Okay, let's be brutally honest about that. It's pulled, so it's going to go a bit further. So if we take this second one in, 191 yards carry with the 7-iron ZX7, pretty good. The longest I hit with the Apex Pro is 185. So we're talking 6-7 yards longer, best for best. Ball speed different of 6 miles an hour. Land angle 3 degrees better for me, steeper, better height. Tough one that. I think the inconsistency here is going to be a little bit of me. One thing I would say, and I don't overly like with the ZX7, is the difference between the real rubbish strike and the good strike is a bit bigger. I could argue that is me. So you've got what, a 17 yard from the real duff to the good one. But then again, you've got the same with the, you could just argue that's just me, rather than anything to do with any club I'm going to hit. Is just that I'm rubbish at striking a golf ball. It's tough, this, really tough. I mean, if you just look at the averages, it's 10 yards longer ZX7, it's steeper in land angle, It's got just as good a spin. Tightening that up with maybe some lie angle changes or a shaft change, it would definitely help me bring that and control that face a bit better. But if we're talking about the head, we're talking about the two heads, the ZX7 and the Apex Pro, it's clear that ZX7 is longer. It's longer. It's landing better. So let's do our test. Like, let me grab the two irons. And I said right at the beginning that the fear is this one looks too small. Well, maybe I got that in my head, right? Maybe that was a complete perception. I got it in my head. But what I would say is the look I definitely am preferring, and I don't think it's a size thing. I think it's massively down to the shape of the head. I prefer the shape of the ZX7. Just looks good, just solid looking quality iron. Can't give you any other reason than I just prefer it. Feel wise, I actually thought the Apex felt pretty good. The odd 2 or 3 that I nutted out the middle, I actually think that felt pretty solid, to be honest. But in terms of preference, I'm always going to edge towards, and it's again, and we're going to say it's opinion based, but I'm going to edge towards this Srixon because it's that forged, super soft feel. It's just good. It's buttery, right? It's really, really nice off the face. So for me, in look and feel, Srixon wins both. So it's 2-0 to, it'd be 2-0 straight away to the Srixon iron. Custom options, well, we build both of these irons. We're very lucky. We work with both of these brands as club building partners, as component partners. So custom options aren't a problem. I think it would be interesting if we played and put maybe an LA golf shaft or something a bit funky in these two heads to see if that had any performance change or gain. But overall, custom options in both is very, very good. Price, well, Apex isn't cheap. ZX7 is really well competitively priced. That's going to win all day long. You're talking about maybe a 250 pounds worth of difference in terms of price. So if I'm on a bit of a budget as well, and I'm seeing these gains and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking Srixon's an easy winner, I can get a new bag with my new Srixon irons, you know, for the difference in the price. So that's quite a big chunky difference. In terms of performance, well, we've looked at the data, we can see the data, it's pretty obvious we're getting more ball speed, better landing angles from the Srixon ZX7, spin rates are equal. So in terms of overall performance, I would say the ZX7 is definitely going to beat the Callaway Apex Pro. I hope that was useful, guys. If that video is something that you don't agree with, you don't like, you don't think you've seen different, that would be really good for us to hear your comments in the comments box below. I think it's really important that we get these discussions and we don't accept that this is my perception using our Trackman numbers of me hitting it. You know, I've warmed up a little bit and I've hit 4, 5, 6, 10 shots or whatever it is with each. But it's good to get your feedback as players. Like, some of this decision making when it comes to irons and which one's better than the other, it's not objective, right? This is me hitting it. It's not a player off 20. It's not a tour player. Everyone's going to have their preference in look, feel and style. So it's really cool to open that discussion. So please use the comments box below and kind of let's get an engagement and chat about what you're seeing. If you've tested these irons against each other or you play with a set of irons, what are you seeing, what you don't like, what you do like. It's always great feedback. It's great feedback for us, and we can pass that on to our fitters as well. The more information we have, the more golfers we can help. So I hope that was useful. If there is any reviews or challenges that you would like us to put to the test, then please write that in the comments box as well. We've got lots more irons that we can put against each other. It's quite good fun hitting these on Trackman and seeing which one performs better. And remember, please hit that subscribe button. It's really important that you hit that subscribe button. That's all we ask you to do. We're going to keep putting out lots and lots of content. 2024 is going to be a busy year for us, and we don't want you to miss out on some of the great content that is coming your way. So please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends.